For decades, researchers have been studying the potential link between ovarian cancer and talcum powder. It's believed that talc powder, when used near the genitals, can travel to the ovaries and become embedded in the ovarian tissue. While talc is a natural mineral, it's very difficult for the body to remove the particles, and as a result, inflammation may occur and cancerous tumors may form. The first publication to suggest that talc may cause ovarian cancer was published in 1971 in the medical journal The Lancet. In this study, researchers discovered that a majority of ovarian tumors had talc particles deeply embedded in them. Then in 1982, researchers found that women using talcum powder during ovulation were at a 92% increased risk of developing ovarian cancer. During the next 3 decades, an additional 21 studies were performed on talc powder, and almost all of those studies found that women using these products near the genitals were at an increased risk for developing ovarian cancer. To date, both the National Cancer Institute and the American Cancer Society consider talc use near the genitals as a risk factor for ovarian cancer. Despite this possible link, Johnson & Johnson and other talc powder manufacturers haven't placed warnings about the risk on their products. Talc has another issue. Among the new information uncovered recently are hundreds of pages of memos that indicate that Johnson & Johnson's baby powder could potentially be contaminated with asbestos. Executives from early as 1971 have stated concerns about trace amounts of asbestos in their products, and that the company should no longer assume that their talc mines were asbestos-free. In one finding, Johnson & Johnson demanded that the government block negative findings from the public. The company eventually won assurances from an official at the Food and Drug Administration, stating that the information would only be issued over my dead body. Johnson & Johnson has faced a number of successful lawsuits filed by women alleging that the company failed to warn about the risks of developing ovarian cancer when using these products. As a result of the wave of lawsuits, Johnson & Johnson recalled some batches of their line of talc-based powders in October 2019 and fully removed all their talc-based powders from the market in May 2020. But this doesn't rid of the liability the company may have for any damage caused by their talc-based products in the past. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with cancer after using talc-based powders, you might be eligible for compensation. Fill out a contact form to be connected with a lawyer. Network with a law center who can help you. Find the link for the contact form in the description portion of this video.